Today, we're uncorking a story where ancient vines are meeting artificial intelligence, a future where, believe it or not, every single sip of wine you take could be shaped by data.
So let's just start with a question that's really bubbling up in the wine world. And this isn't just some hypothetical. The seeds of this reality, they're already being planted in vineyards as we speak.
Okay, let's get into it. We are going on a journey today, all the way from the soil to the sip, and we're using the beautiful Western Cape of South Africa as our guide to see how AI is completely rethinking this ancient craft.
So what do we actually mean when we say AI winemaker? Are we talking about a robot in a fancy hat swirling a glass? Well, not quite.
Think of it less like a single machine and more like a massive digital brain. One that's constantly processing data from the soil, the weather, the vines themselves, all to make decisions that, for centuries, were left entirely to human experience and gut feeling.
Our story begins where all wine does, right there in the vineyard. And it's here, in these sun-drenched fields, like the ones in the Western Cape, that the revolution is already taking root.
And listen, this is not science fiction. This stuff is happening right now. In South Africa, farms are using smart irrigation to deal with climate change and water shortages. Drones are spotting disease before a human eye ever could. It's all about making farming more sustainable, more resilient. So the real takeaway here isn't just about efficiency, it's about survival. Now this timeline shows you exactly where this is all going. We're moving from just watching the vineyard to automating it and eventually to completely reinventing the grape itself. We're talking about using gene editing tools like CRISPR to design new grapes from scratch, grapes that are resistant to disease and have totally unique designer flavors.
But, and this is a big but, all this incredible efficiency, it comes with a very real social cost. As this report from the Western Cape's own Department of Agriculture points out, widespread AI is going to fundamentally change the nature of farm work. And that brings up some really tough questions about jobs, skills, and the future of labor.
Okay, let's move from the field into the winery itself and see how this all connects. Because once those grapes are harvested, AI's job is far from over. Now, the point here is not to replace the romance of winemaking. Not at all. It's about using AI to solve some very old, very real problems. AI can analyze thousands of variables to make sure every bottle is just as good as the last. It can find new blending techniques a person might never stumble upon. And maybe most importantly, it can make truly great wine accessible to way more people. The main insight? This is all about unlocking a whole new level of quality and creativity.
And just think about the stakes here. One source we looked at imagined a fictional disaster, the 2030 West Coast monsoon, which wiped out 70% of the grape crop. With AI's predictive power, wineries could see something like that coming and actually prepare for it, potentially saving entire vintages from being lost forever.
So, the wine is bottled, it's perfect. But how does a farm in South Africa get its bottles to a customer in Stockholm in a way that's fast, cheap, and green? Well, you guessed it, AI. This is how it's done. And it's not just about getting from point A to point B faster. AI route optimization can dramatically cut down on carbon footprints, reduce waste from spoilage, and build a supply chain that's so efficient it lets even small producers compete on a global scale. It really does level the playing field. And now we get to the most futuristic part of our journey, the part that connects all this incredible technology directly to your personal taste.
This is a total game changer. Imagine this, you walk into a winery, but instead of choosing a bottle off the shelf, you just describe your perfect wine. You say, I want the boldness of a Napa Cab, but with the earthy notes of a French Burgundy, and just a little hint of South African spice. And the AI could create it for you, right there on the spot.
I mean, we are looking at a future of ultimate personalization. An AI could spot a tiny market for a very specific flavor in just one neighborhood and create a 50-case microbrand just for them. And way out in the future, it might even pair a wine directly to your mood using neural implants. The market of one becomes an actual reality.
So, after this whole journey, from the grape to the glass, from the soil of the Western Cape to a future of brainwave pairings, what is the big takeaway? What's the bottom line?
And this is the final thought we really want to leave you with. Is wine the story of a specific place, a specific year, and a specific person's craft? Or is it the perfect execution of a data-driven formula? The future of wine? Well, it's probably going to be a fascinating blend of both.
For those of you who want to dig even deeper, these are the key sources that informed our explainer today.
They really do provide a fascinating look into the technological and social shifts that are just over the horizon.
And finally, our standard disclosure on transparency and fair use. Thanks so much for watching.